1-1 as our second half about to get started.
Very much match on now for the Bolivians. Taking the impetus away from the brilliant yellow shirts. They've got the crowd behind them and believing again. And they know that the lungs within those beautiful yellow shirts are going to start to collapse as this second half unwinds.
Cristaldo with the throw. Moreno marked by Cafú.
We were talking about it at half-time, Lindsay. I mean, how far up this wonderful stadium is and what an advantage, undeniably, it is for Bolivia. Still think that FIFA is entirely wrong for taking that advantage away from them just because of their geographical locations. It happens everywhere else around the world, just the way it is.
Just part of the natural environment. Intercepted by Etcheverry. Baldivieso.
Confident.
Castillo. Baldivieso gets it in, but it's cleared away by Gonçalves. Well, we mentioned the altitude, Ray. When you look at that, 3,630 meters is 11,932 feet above sea level. So, folks, if you are in Denver or have been to Denver at a mile high, imagine twice that altitude in terms of oxygen, or the lack of.
Get dizzy thinking about it, man. 2 mile up.
Peña. Baldivieso. Beautifully done to Cristaldo. Etcheverry looking for it. Etcheverry, Cristaldo. Good combination here by the Bolivians. And it's a foul.
Conceição not able to contain Cristaldo here. And this is a dangerous position. This is Etcheverry's territory.
Cristaldo nearly maintained his balance on that turn.
Telling you, when we're heading to DC United, remember John Trask used to stand on that goalpost and hold the ball up right in that upper 90 for Mauro. You had to see it to believe it, how many times you would knock the ball out of Traski's hand. Nope.
Off the post.
Ay, 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 caramba!
Right off the crossbar, I should say. Oh, what a stretch.
Well, V.Soria, I believe it was, Lindsay, that takes over the mantle for Marco here and punishes the paint on the crossbar of Taffarel, who was helpless. Brazilian goalkeeper was a mere spectator for this. Soria getting every angle correct except a half an inch away.
Well, it was a terrific finish to the first half by the host nation and a great start to the second half as well. A little bit too quick for Etcheverry there.
Let's have a look again. Oh, I beg your pardon, it's O.Sánchez.
Oh, look at that. It's flat back from the crossbar.
Totally beat the goalkeeper. All ends up. And Oscar razzles and dazzles it. Superb hit from Sanchez. Plays his club football for the strongest at this time.
Dunga. Leonardo. Roberto Carlos. Looking for Ronaldo that time. Castillo. Oh, that's very well done by Sanchez. This is Moreno, Etcheverry.
Bolivia pressing now, man.
El Diablo.
Getting led too far away there on that ball. It just ran away from him on this bouncy, lively pitch.
Castillo. Decent ball across that time.
It's all Bolivia in the opening 5 minutes, though, Lindsay. Not just on that wonderful striker goal by Sanchez, but look at the marking here. Free. He's on. He's in.
Oh, and off the post this time. In 5 minutes' time, Bolivia hits the crossbar, and now the post. The flag was up.
Getting called for offside. Marco here, but a lovely ball here. Nicely pulled back by Moreno. Baldivieso feeds it on. I'm not so sure he looks level. Marco cannot unwind his mullet to get his head on the back of that one. But again, Bolivia throwing all sorts of worries. Is he off? I'm not so sure. Very close.
Well, they definitely were setting the pace at the beginning of the second half. 6 minutes in. Sanchez, Irwin.
Brazil need to steady their ship right now. They are absolutely rocking.
Sanchez, Castillo, trying to get around the corner of Denilson that time. Well, the pace again by Bolivia to start the second half, impressive.
Really, a lot of urgency. The fullbacks just leaving their positions and playing really with 6 across the middle right here. They're able to get back in transition to cover themselves. These 2 central defenders for Bolivia have been huge rocks, Castillo and Sanchez. Oh, nicely. Oh.
Advantage given, and then the foul by Cafú. And again, Bolivia, you can see, looking to restart very quickly if they could.
Yeah, they want to keep this kettle on the boil. Sanchez it was there with that lovely little nutmeg. And it's so early in this second half, you cannot blame the altitude at this point. Doesn't look as if Brazil are running out of steam at all. They're just coming up against a relentless Bolivian attack again.
And Taffarel hangs on to it. Irwin trying to follow up that first half goal. Now Brazil showing some pace of their own here.
They're behind them this time though.
4 against 3, looking forward. And it's just wide. Ronaldo, I think, got the last touch for Brazil. But they came forward in a flurry, Ray.
In a big yellow tidal wave, Lindsay, no question. Look, they're through here. There's 4 players right behind the Bolivian defense. And poor Peña was left all to hold his thumbs in all of the holes in the dike there. The first time a real counter-attack of meaning for Brazil, turning the tide, because it's been all of Bolivia for the opening 8 minutes of this second half.
Irwin
gets a lucky bounce.
Again, Irwin, Platini, Sanchez. No hesitation whatsoever. This is terrific stuff.
Nice turn, an unhesitant hit. Can it keep it low enough? Because if it is kept low, I'll tell you what, it would have worried his goalkeeper, Taffarel. This kid is, I think this kid has been as good as anybody. Baldivieso, what a nice footballer. Julio Cesar Baldivieso was playing his football for Yokohama Marinos at this time, over in the newly started J-League.
And cleared away by Trucco.
He's in again. He's all over the place, this kid. Too heavy.
Just a remarkable pace set by Bolivia for the second half, but Brazil again have shown in this match back in 1997 they had plenty of fuel left in the tank.
And remember, this was the team the next year that went to France for the World Cup final and got dismantled by Zizou's boys, the Blur, hammering them 3-0 in the final.
One of the rare poor touches by Baldivieso. Roberto Carlos taking advantage. Looking for Ronnie. It's covered well. Sanchez was back there. Beautiful first touch.
Aye.
Moreno poked away by Aldair.
Nicely.
Peña marking Denilson. Hit it hard. Well, really opening up in the second half, wasn't it, Ray?
Absolutely. Denilson there, taking advantage of a Bolivian team that's pushing up high. Searching out the go-ahead goal that'll lift this stadium out of its foundations. But a couple of times the Bolivians been caught on really good jackrabbit counter-attacks by the yellow shirts. Jaime.
Dunga helping out that time. What will be the fortunes of these two teams in 2007? You can find out. Copa America coverage begins on the 26th here on Goal TV. If you'd like more details, check out our website, www.goaltv.tv. We'll have every match for you, from the opening match featuring Uruguay and Peru to the championship game. It really has been a pleasure, hasn't it, Ray, to look back at some of these classic finals.
It's tremendous.
Edmundo this time with a little bump from behind.
Very little.
Cafú.
Good tackle there by Sandy.
Marco Sandy, 93 caps for Bolivia. Coming in again there. Good help. Irwin. Dunga running with him. Moreno. Gonçalves. Baldivieso giving it everything he had, chasing that one down. 13 minutes in the second half, 1997 Copa America final. This look back here on Goal TV. Bolivia hosting the tournament for the second time. This was the 38th